Salutations friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a review and giveaway for you guys, and it's on a very special fragrance. It's on Acqua di Parma's luxury line, Notte Colonia, and this is number 2 I'm going to be reviewing for you guys. So if you'd like to know a little bit more about this fragrance and also how you can win a sample of it, then keep watching. I usually don't show you guys presentation, but presentation and packaging is part of what makes this specifically very special. I'm going to show you the packaging, I'm going to read you a little blurb on their website talking about everything, and I'm just going to preface this with there are 4 fragrances in this line, and I'm going to be reviewing every single one of them in one video, but I wanted to do a specific video on this because this is the only bottle from that line that I own. There is a giveaway associated with this, and this is one of my favorites. So I'm going to show you the packaging and do a quick little blurb, but when I get into the entire video where I talk about the entire line, which will be coming out in the next few weeks or month or two, I'm going to be going way more in depth on the history behind the packaging and the choices they made for this line, the inspiration and the theme and things like that. So the packaging is really beautiful. This is how it comes in this big giant velvet box. You open it up and you have this beautiful bottle and presentation, and everything is so thoughtfully thought out. And this is the fragrance right here. Now this is 150 mils, and this retails for, I paid $477 with it before tax, so after tax it was around $500. So this is a very expensive bottle of perfume. Part of what you're paying for is the presentation, but I'm going to be taking the entire price as a factor when I review this. So I'm going to be reviewing this as a $500 bottle of perfume, but you do get a lot, but it is still very expensive. So that being said, let me read you the little blurb and then we'll get into the review. On the website it goes, Olfactory Virtuosa Creations. The inspiration. Notte Colonia goes back to Acqua di Parma's origins, even in its choice of the original Colonia bottle, offering a lavish and spectacular rendering of it in which is rare and precious. The stopper, bottle, and presentation box are the flawless result of the most genuine Italian craftsmanship. A collection which plays with different elements as in the musical score to create perfect harmony overall. Velvet, satin, crystal, noble materials chosen with great care and considerable attention to detail for the packaging, as precious as a treasure chest, and for the bottle. Every detail, every element, as you guys know, I cannot read out loud, I'm sorry. Every element of workmanship, every finishing touch is a made by hand through patience and precise action. I'm so sorry, guys. The allure of the fragrance and their perfect blending find their natural stages in the refinement of the packaging. So overall, the price of this fragrance is everything. It is the packaging, it is the presentation, it is the craftsmanship. But when you're buying fragrance, some people like me buy for the entire experience, other people just buy for the juice. So I'm going to be reviewing this specifically on the notes and how it performs, and also tell you guys why I ended up getting it. The notes in this are really nice. The opening notes, you have grapefruit, bergamot, orange, cardamom, and basil. At the heart, you're going to have Gaiac wood and sandalwood, and at the base, you're going to have Vetiver and musk. This opens very bright and crisp and somewhat a bitter citrus, specifically on the grapefruit bergamot side, and it's very aromatic from the basil and the cardamom. It blends really seamlessly into the Gaiac wood with just touches of sandalwood in there to soften it up a little bit. And then you have that beautiful musk and vetiver base. I find this to be a very vetiver dominant fragrance, and it's more on the grassy green dry vetiver rather than the vegetal damp moist dark vetiver that you get from fragrances like Encore Noir or Sycamore from Chanel. Now this is an absolutely beautiful fragrance. It smells very wearable, but there's a little bit of complexity to it, specifically with the cardamom, basil, vetiver, sandalwood, Gaiac wood. I find that those all play really nicely together. It's very wearable, but it's very unique. I find this to be a perfect scent to wear in the afternoons, but it does translate really nicely to evenings as well. When it comes down to longevity, I find this fragrance to perform very well, especially one with a predominantly citrus opening. The citrus lasts for most of the lifespan of this fragrance, specifically the grapefruit and the bergamot, and it lasts on my skin about 6 to 8 hours. Now you guys might be like, 6 to 8 hours? You guys don't remember I live in the tropics. It's very sweaty and humid here, and so 6 to 8 hours is fantastic performance. Projection is a little bit past arm's length, so I'd say about medium to moderate for the first few hours of wear, and then becomes a little bit more intimate around the elbows for the rest of the fragrance. I don't get olfactive fatigue from this fragrance. Again, everyone is different, but I'm really excited that I don't get olfactive fatigue from this fragrance because it is beautiful. I find this to be a classic scent that smells a little bit old world, but there are modern things about it that I really like, which I think makes this really accessible for a lot of different people. If you like more old world fragrances or more newer contemporary fragrances, I feel like there's a nice juxtaposition between both of those styles of fragrances. This is a beautiful fragrance with beautiful presentation, and is one I literally sampled for over a year and just was immediately in love with and had to get a bottle of it. Now, the bottle I came across through a variety of different weird circumstances, but as you guys know, I always like to let you know where I got the bottles and how I got the bottles. I paid full price for this bottle. This company did not reach out to me in any way, shape, or form. The only way they reached out to me was an essay where I purchased this bottle. Before I purchased it, was very generous and gave me a variety of different samples. That's it. And that was just because I was showing any interest in purchasing these. These fragrances are very hard to find, specifically in the States. They are readily available. I got mine at Epcot. If you guys have never been to Epcot, the World Showcase, like the France and Italy Pavilion, is one of the best places to shop for fragrances. It is so fun and the selection is outstanding. So if you guys are ever at any of those places, check them out. They have Guerlain, they have Givenchy, they have Acqua di Parma, they have Bulgari, they have Terry Mugler, and I mean they have everything, just about every fragrance you can get. I mean, it's just an astounding collection. So I sampled this for a year. I really liked it. I've tried all 4. I'm going to be reviewing all 4 in the future as one video, like I said earlier. But the reason that I really kind of gravitated towards number 2 was the fact that it is one of the most beautiful vetiver dominated fragrances I have ever smelled in my life. Doesn't remind me so much of Sycamore. It kind of reminds me of maybe Sycamore's younger, a little bit more energetic and wild brother, but still has a lot of old world feel to it, which I think makes it very special. I like the fact that it's a more grassy, dry vetiver, even though I tend to lean towards the more wet, damp, earthy vetiver. That's how I normally prefer to smell, specifically with that note. But the dryness of this with the citrus and the Gaiac wood and the sandalwood is just really spectacular and really special. It's a very wearable fragrance, but they're still really unique, and there's a lot of little nuances about it that you pick up as you wear it, and so I find it to be really special. Although it is $500 for a bottle, again, you are paying primarily for presentation and quantity. You get 150 mils. So I think that considering the amount that you get, the quality of the juice, and the quality of the presentation, I don't find this to be a bad kind of like, why would you spend that much money on this bottle of perfume? I think that the price is completely justified. Now, just because I love this scent and I think it is a beautifully wearable scent that's still unique and special, it doesn't have much of a wow factor. So there's nothing about this fragrance that is unique or special or hasn't been done before. I just think it does it better than a lot of other things. And again, I kind of like the mix between old world style and a lot of contemporary things that are coming together to create this fragrance. Because of that, I would say do not buy this blind, even though as the scent, I think it is a very safe scent to buy blind. But because of the price tag and because it doesn't really have a wow factor, you might be left a little bit like, why did I spend this much money for this? You might have something that's similar. You might not be into the citrus vetiver vibe. There might be things about it that you don't care about, like maybe you don't care about presentation and packaging, so why would you spend that amount of money on it? I would say most definitely sample this first just to see if it's a fragrance you wouldn't mind dropping that much money on, but when it comes down to the quality of the fragrance and the packaging and the entire experience, I think it is definitely worth it. Again, it doesn't really have a wow factor, so I can see where people would be like, so maybe sample, in fact not maybe, definitely sample, before you purchase. And that being said, I love it, paid full price for it, and I'm really glad to have it in my collection. Now let's get into the giveaway, because I think that's what most of you guys are here for. They were very generous when I purchased it, and they gave me samples, and I have a sample of Note de Colonia II. This is the official sample. They did not have a box or a card. They just wrapped it in tissue paper with me, so this is what you guys are getting as an unused sample. And this will be a way that you guys can try the sample if you guys are interested in it. Now this is an international giveaway, so anyone can win. It is free to enter. The only little disclaimer I say is if you win and you're in another country and for some reason receiving any packages from the United States accrues any fees or taxes or duties, you are responsible for those, but you don't have to pay shipping and there's no cost to enter. The rules to enter are simple. You have to be a subscriber to my channel, specifically at the time of when I announce the winner. And you also have to comment below on or before April 18th, 2018. And all you have to do is say you'd like to enter. That's it. Just be a subscriber and comment below that you would like to enter on or before April 18th, 2018. I will choose a winner after, and I usually announce it a week or two after. Thank you guys. I know it's a little bit involved with the video, but I do hope you guys like this review. If you guys have any experience with this line or this house, I know a lot of people love Acqua di Parma. I would love to know if you guys have tried these fragrances and what you think of them, good or bad. Good luck to everyone that enters, and I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you like videos like this, reviews and giveaways and things like that, remember to give this video a thumbs up. Lets me know to continue doing videos like this. And also don't forget to subscribe, because it's free. And I'm free, and I put out new videos every Monday through Friday, and sometimes on the weekends as well. So always have something for you to watch. In any case, I hope you guys are all happy and healthy and have a great day, month, year, whatever. And I'll see you next time. Bye.